Chef Leroy here, and I'm in the kitchen. So, that's not what this is completely about, but today is day 16, and you know, I'm feeling pretty good, guys. Obviously, I still don't have all the mobility I need to have. I'm definitely not jumping around, but my legs are in, well, they're moving way better than pre-surgery, so that is a fantastic thing. Really can't wait to start getting a little bit more of the mobility part back. That'll be great. I'm going to go out for a bit of a walk. Yesterday I actually walked a little over 5 miles by the whole end of my day. I was down at the boxing gym, so I was doing a lot of moving around in there, and then I did go out for a little walk last night. Now today I do want to do a little kitchen project, so that's another thing that I've been doing because it helps me, you know, using my arms and hands. It also helps me with standing in the kitchen for a length of time, because that's another thing that us chefs do. We stand on our feet, right? I don't know too many guys are hanging out in chairs in the kitchen, but that's not the way our system works. So I'm going to do a little cooking project today. I'm actually going to do what is called a Minnesota classic chow mein dish. I'm going to do it with chicken. So I'm going to show you how to put that together today. I'm pretty excited. I haven't had the old classic chow mein dish in a long time. This is one with a pretty heavy celery base to it. And then I'm doing mine with chicken. And I'm doing it strictly with chicken. I'm not going to do a pork and chicken mixture, which is another real common way of doing it. I'm just doing it with complete chicken. Anyway, I'm going to go outside. We'll see you guys in a few. All right, so right now I'm recording with my Action 4 cam from DJI, and I'm using my GPS remote control, which is on my wrist here, and it's really cool. So there's a really neat feature on this that I really like, and it goes into a sleep mode. So if I hit my record button again, well, it's recording right now, it'll go into automatic sleep mode. So what it'll do is you hit the record will shut off, and it has a 3-second countdown, and the camera will go into a sleep mode. And then all I have to do to wake it back up is hit that record button again. Really nice feature. Now, if you don't use this part, I have another setting on the camera so that when I'm not recording and it's still on, I have a 1-minute time frame. You can set it for different times, but I have it set for 1 minute, and then it'll go into a shutdown. But it doesn't wake itself back up unless you hit the record button again. But with the remote, is pretty cool. Now what I got for you now, I'm just gonna keep on walking. All right, we're at the park, and I'm gonna try to do a couple loops today. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's already almost, you know, it's like 76 degrees. It's not too bad, but full sun, so it's gonna be a little bit hot. But let's get her done. As you can see, I'm still using trekking poles. I think they're helping me a little bit just with my back a little bit. They help keep me a little bit more upright, because as you are walking, you tend to start to lean forward a little bit more, as a normal person does sort of walk that way. Let's call it gravity. So the poles do help keep me up a little bit more upright. That keeps less pressure on the low back, which is great. All right, let's get this walking, guys. That's it for the park for now. 3 loops today, guys. Whew. Hopefully my legs aren't going to be killing me now. I'm worried more about my legs than I am my back. That's funny. All right, that is a wrap. Check my health app. See how many miles I've gone so far today. 3.3 miles. First walk of the day. That's quite a bit, guys. Hopefully I didn't push it too far. Legs are a little sore. All right, the water's boiling. Let's go ahead and add our celery. You're gonna blanch it till it's tender. because when you throw all the stuff together, it's going to be pretty quick. I started working on all this stuff around 3:30 and it's already 3:46. I had a few things done ahead of time, but that's fine. All right, so what do you want to do again? Since you just dropped that cold celery in there, go ahead and give it a cover. Let that come back up to a boil. I've got induction, so it cooks really quick. All right, I'm going to show you something else I did. All right, this is my mixture for my liquid, okay? So this is 2 cups of water, 2 teaspoons of chicken base, 1/4 cup of cornstarch. I've got 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. You can use whatever kind of soy sauce you want. I got a 1/4 teaspoon of sesame oil, and then I've got those dry seasonings in there. I've got a teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of MSG, and a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. So just blend all this together. This is going to be your thickening gravy mixture, okay? But that won't go into this until we get our chicken pre-cooked too. But I'm doing everything in one pan. So I've got a couple dishes, but everything is going to be done in this one pan. All right, let's get that up to a boil and let it cook. Celery is kind of basically simmering here a little bit. You know, these things are so useful. I know that at Asian stores, they have a wire type basket one like this too, but this plastic one I picked up some years ago is just, I love it. It's great for scooping your vegetables out. You scoop it out, dump it into your pan. All right, we're gonna let this cook until the vegetables are tender, as I said. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover it back up. Remember, this tabarang pan has that little vent at the top, so I just release as much out as I can and it'll seal up nicely and come right back up to a boil quick. Okay, so got my chicken in here. Got a teaspoon of oil. I just use olive oil. You can use vegetable oil, doesn't matter. I already have sesame oil in my container here. This is the my mixture with my cornstarch and everything. That's a really good base mixture. So this is going to be more of like a accent chicken, sort of just to make it look pretty at the end, okay? Do you have to do this? No, you don't. And what I really like about this is the base is that now you can make mugu gai pan, chop suey. There's a whole bunch of different variations. It's just a matter of changing your vegetable and the noodle or rice or whatever you're going to serve it with. You know, there's other dishes that are served with potato. So you can really do a lot of things with it once you get that one base part down, okay? So this is my other chicken. This is the one I chopped up. I've got 2 teaspoons of garlic in here, and I got that 1/4 yellow onion that I julienned. That's just hanging out here. I pre-cooked that. I should have done that second, this one first, because this is just going to be for more of like a kind of a garnish look. Like I said, I mean, this dish should take you no more than 1 hour to make. Some of the lengthy time is just basically cutting and then just blanching your vegetable. Otherwise, it's pretty quick. This pan is just awesome. Look at this thing cook. Make sure your chicken is cooked through. You can see. Okay, I'm gonna grab a plate to put the chicken on. All right, there we go. That's good. Let's get it set to the side. So there's my sliced chicken. Like I said, this stuff is not necessary. You don't have to do this step. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pour this chicken back in here. The reason I'm doing that is it's got a lot of liquid in it. That'll help evaporate some of the liquid. See how much water's in the bottom of the celery. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the celery. Go ahead and dump that right in. All right, well, that's not too much liquid, that's not bad. So let it cook just a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and whip this a little bit here and pour it right in. Okay, a little bit of starch in the bottom there, see that? Let's get it all out of there, because you want all that starch. You need that for a nice thick sauce. Now I just use a spoon to mix it, because when you use a whisk like this, and you start whipping it around, you're just breaking up your vegetables and your meat. So I wouldn't use that. Just go ahead and get it up to a boil. Looking good, guys. So a lot of videos you'll see out there, they show you how to make a slurry first, which is that cornstarch and water, and then you mix it with your liquid later on. I like to try to do it before, so it's all one integrated amount, right? So you don't have to worry about that. Nonetheless, that way too, you're not wasting any cornstarch or water for that matter, right? Okay, we're just gonna let it cook, guys. Let it thicken up. All right, guys, look at this chow mein. That looks just excellent. Brought up to pretty close to a boil. It will start to kind of splatter on you, so you'll have a little bit of a mess if you're not careful. So I turn it down to a medium heat. I'm just gonna let it cook just a little bit. I'm gonna give it a taste here. Oh, yeah, wow, that is, that's really good. I mean, that's about as close a copy to anything I've eaten in my past. I will probably say the biggest difference with the flavor on this one here from anything that I've tried is probably this soy sauce. This is an organic soy sauce. I think a lot of those guys are using, well, I don't know 100%, but I would imagine that there's quite a bit of restaurants that use kikkoman, okay? Which is another flavor that a lot of us know about really well. But that is a Japanese soy sauce, and this is more of a Chinese dish. So that's why I chose not to use kikkoman. That's awesome, guys. Look at that. Oh, it looks so good. All right. Could be maybe tightened up just a little bit more. I'm just gonna let it cook just a little more longer and see if it does tighten up. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to dump this chicken right on top. Just mix it in just a little bit like that. And look at how beautiful that is. Look at that. And then you serve it with your favorite condiment, which I'm gonna do some jasmine rice. Honestly, I'm making that next. And I got some fried noodles, which I showed you. And I'll probably just have a little soy sauce on the side. Beautiful. All right, I'll show you what it looks like when I dish it up. Minnesota classic chicken chow mein. Yum, yum, yum. All right, guys, this is a really big traditional thing here. So you got your fried chow mein noodles here. Throw them in the bottom of the bowl. Just like that. I like to go ahead and take rice. Some guys will serve it on the side a little bit. I like to throw it right on top of those fried noodles like that. Look at that. So I got some jasmine rice here. I just cooked up. Look at that. Whew. That looks good. All right, let's get that chow mein on top. All right, let's dish it up here. So you probably have enough servings for about 6 people roughly here, depending on how big they are. And there you go. Hit it with a little bit of your favorite soy sauce if you need. A little sriracha or hot sauce or crushed pepper, whatever you want to do as an added condiment. You can even throw a little bit more of those crispy fried noodles right on top if you want. But there you go, guys.